there are certain deals that you should never go for as a change agent. Or if the main stakeholders, they do not recognize the problem. If there is some deciding, yes, that is a problem, and we're clear on the problem statement, and the goal is very clear. That's the second part, right? Problem statement and the goal. The third thing, being a change agent, when you come in, you know you're going to cause a change. This change is more often than not, especially when you're in a service industry, would involve cultural change. Jordan Peterson mentioned this, like, to be able to think, you have to be offensive. I've seen this happen so many times that people will say, out of respect, it's not okay just for your stakeholder to say, oh, yeah, I recognize the problem, but not stay with you till the end. Why is this important? When you're hired as a change agent, or you take on this change, you should have your stakeholders acknowledge and support you all the way for the changes. If not, you're better off dropping it. Why is this? I'll give you a personal example. I was run to a company to grow them. They define growth based on number of heads that they put in, right? Growth for me, I define it as money. It's a business, right? And I recognize that money is important because cash flow will be critical, times of war, inflation, and so on. I realized that there are certain cultures that do not talk about money, and I feel strongly about this, that businesses should focus on money because money is a reflection of value. Now, some values will conflict with value creation. The problem is that you would have these people that would call out respect, but in fact, they should be the ones who change. Or as an organization, you simply replace them or put somebody on top of them and scope them out slowly or repurpose them for something else. But if being a change agent and they ask you to change, right, they will maintain the same trajectory. And being hired as a change agent loses its purpose, where your job is to adapt to them. The main reason why they hired you is because they need a change. How much of that they want to stick to is also a problem. So that third point is very important. When you join an organization and you're asked to go for the change, of course there's some level of patience, but you have to tell them as well and explain to them, right? They will say, oh, this is what we need, this is what we need. But your perspective on it is the key driver. To some degree, like 60%, 30%, whatever. But the point is, if you're going to make a change, right, depending on how big it is, it will also include how big of your perspective is into that. And if you're not seeing eye to eye with ideas, you will have a lower chance of success. It's going to be an uphill battle, right? And then you would spend more of your energy trying to correct these behaviors that should have been changed in the first place. Be careful if you're a change agent.